Hello everyone, welcome to MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Question number 1. Can a contractual employee claim regularization of their appointment under judiciary? Option A, yes, contractual employees are eligible for regularization. Option B, no, contractual employees cannot claim regularization. Option C, only government employees can claim regularization. And option D, the case can be sent back for reconsideration. The correct answer is option B. The Supreme Court recently rejected a plea by a public prosecutor appointed on contractual basis seeking regularization. A bench of Justice Sandeep Mehta and Justice Jayamala Bagchi held that the Calcutta High Court had not committed any error in rejecting the petitioner's writ application seeking directions for regularization. Question number 2. Can a husband be asked to pay installments for a flat under construction under the DV Act? Option A. Yes, if the flat is in the joint name of both spouses. Option B. Yes, if the flat is registered in the husband's name. Option C. No, as the flat is under construction and the couple had not resided there. Option D. No, if the flat is jointly owned by the wife. The correct answer is option B. Recently, the Bombay High Court in Srinivati Mukherjee v. State of Maharashtra held that a flat under construction, though registered in both spouses' names, does not qualify as a shared household under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. The court reasoned that since the flat was still under construction and the couple had not lived in it, it could not be classified as a shared household where the husband could be directed to pay installments. Question number 3. A court issuing a summons to a witness can also serve a copy of summons through which of the following methods? Option A. Only through personal service. Option B. Only through registered post. Option C. Through electronic communication and registered post. And option D. Only through electronic communication. The correct answer is option C. Section 71 of the BNSS allows the court to serve a summons to a witness not only through personal service but also by electronic communication or by registered post. This service can be directed to the witness at the place of residence, business, or place of work for game. Question number 4. The court can make provisions regarding joint property husband and wife in which of the following situations? Option A. Only during divorce proceedings. Option B. During any proceeding under the Act. Option C. Only when the wife initiates the proceeding. And option D. Only when the property is claimed by one party. The correct answer is option B. Section 27 of the Hindu Marriage Act allows the court to make provisions regarding property that is jointly owned by both husband and wife in any proceeding under the Act. The court can decide what is just and proper with respect to such property, including property presented at or around the time of marriage. Question number 5. Which of the following is not covered under Section 6 of the Limitation Act 1963? Option A. Insolvent. Option B. Insane. Option C. Idiot. And option D. Minor. The correct answer is option A. Section 6 of the Limitation Act 1963 deals with legal disabilities and extends the time for filing a suit or application when a person is under a disability like being a minor, insane or idiot. This section does not apply to insolvency, which is a financial state where someone is unable to pay their debts. It's the time for practice question. Who among the following has been the chairman of the Bar Council of India? Option A. Manan Kumar Mishra. Option B. Apurva Kumar Sharma. Option C. Prashant Kumar Singh. And option D. Ashok Kumar Dev. Pin down your answers in the comment section below.